Hi, Boys and Girls Club. It's Mr. Zane. I'm coming to you again with another Readers Writers Workshop. So if y'all don't know what that is, or you haven't seen my previous video, essentially my Readers Writers Workshop entails me reading a story to y'all, giving y'all a little bit of clues as to what I want y'all to be looking out for. In the case of this book, we're going to be looking for author's purpose and theme, or the general message that the author is trying to send to us when we read the story. And then I ask that y'all pause the video in between pages, things of that nature, so that y'all can start making predictions, start making connections to your own life from the story. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and announce the book, and then we're going to talk about a little bit about what we're going to be looking for, and then I'm going to get right into it, and I'll switch to a voiceover where we will start reading the story. So today we're going to be reading Be Kind by Pat Zietlow-Miller. Illustrations are all by Jen Hill, and it is the copyright is Roaring Book Press, New York. So all rights are reserved to them. This is in no way or shape or form trying to substitute for them. This is purely for the purpose of education. In this story, we're going to be looking for a little bit of just general guidelines that I'm going to give y'all. From the title, we already kind of have an idea. Be kind. I'm sure this story, is encouraging us to be nice to one another, do things to somebody that you would only want them to do to you. Speak only if it's positive, especially during this COVID-19 crisis and everything that's going on. It can make everything a lot more easy, a lot better for just our community if we're helping each other out. Of course, in ways that are safe. We've already seen that across the community, whether that be people buying groceries for other people, or people picking up prescriptions for, elderly people, or just things of that nature. So we always want to keep that in mind, not just during crisis or pandemics, but just all the time being kind. So we're going to look for little messages, little anecdotes that the author's leaving for us that we can, at the end of the story think, okay, this is what they mean by, being kind to others. So that's what we're going to be looking for. And I'm going to go ahead and switch over to a voiceover and read. So I do recommend that y'all pause the video when y'all need to. If you have paper on you, please jot down your thoughts, what you like about the story, what you dislike about the story, and so forth. Let me go ahead and start reading Be Kind, and I will go ahead and show you all the cover page. So Be Kind, Pat Zietlow-Miller, illustrated by Jen Hill, and published by Roaring Book Press of New York. So we have a little dedication. I always like to read out the dedication to two of the kindest people I know, my sister Pam Wells and my friend Ellen Lawrence, as well as their mom and dad. And just a little clarification, I have not read this story for myself. I kind of like reading it with y'all just so that we both are seeing it for the first time and we're both forming those connections, making those same predictions, and they're more authentic that way. So here's the story. Tanisha spilled grape juice yesterday. Everyone laughed. I almost did too, but Mom always tells me to be kind, so I tried. I don't think it worked, I said. I thought Tanisha would smile, but she ran into the hall instead. So she said, purple is my favorite color. When she came back, snack time was over. She put on her art smock and didn't look at anyone. I almost told Tanisha that art was my favorite class, but I didn't want her to leave again. So I painted purple splotches and added some green until I had a bunch of beautiful violets. While I painted, I thought about Tanisha. Should I have handed her my napkin, let her borrow my sweatshirt, spilled my juice so everyone stared at me instead? What does it mean to be kind anyway? Maybe it's giving. Maybe cookies for Miss Rinaldi, who lives alone. Letting someone with smaller feet have my too tight shoes. He might win races in them too. Maybe it's helping. Putting dirty dishes in the sink, cleaning up after Otis, our class guinea pig. He's a messy eater. Maybe it's paying attention, telling Desmond I like his blue boots, asking the new girl to be my partner, listening to Aunt Franny's stories, even the ones I've already heard before. Being kind should be easy, like throwing away a wrapper or recycling a bottle, or saying thank you, bless you. My mom says the quickest ways to be kind is to use people's names. Hey Kayla, what's new Omar? Good afternoon Robbie Mandalbaum. Being kind can be hard too, even when you know what to do. Teaching someone something I'm good at is tricky, even when I'm patient. And sticking up for someone when other kids aren't kind is really hard and really scary. Maybe I can't solve Tanisha's grape juice problem. Maybe all I can do is sit by her in art class and paint this picture for her because I know she likes purple too. Maybe I can only do small things, but my small things might join small things other people do, and together they could grow into something big. Something really big, so big that all our kindness spill out of our school, spread throughout town, travel across the country, and go all the way around the world. Right back to Tanisha and me so we can be kind again and again and again. How 2 simple words can change the world. So guys, that concludes the storytelling version of Be Kind, and I'm going to switch back over to real video so that we can kind of discuss the things that we saw in this book. Thank you. Okay, Boys and Girls Club, I hope that y'all enjoyed our little story time segment today, or better known as our Readers Writers Workshop. Today's story with Be Kind by Pat Seatlow Miller alongside Jen Hill with the illustrations. I think that they did a fantastic job. They were a great pairing. I think that they did a really good job at encapsulating what's going on right now, amidst the COVID-19 and just everything that's, happening in our world today. I think that the biggest thing I took away from it was that, these being kind, it means different things to different people. So it doesn't necessarily have to be these, grand gestures. It doesn't have to be large donations of, sums of money and things along those lines. It can just be these very small acts that can go just a long way in our community. So Miss Miller talked about it a little bit in the story. She talked about, using people's names directly when you speak to them. That can brighten someone's day. Complimenting, their shoes or their dress or their shirt or anything that they're wearing that day. Picking up trash, recycling, bringing, food or groceries or prescriptions to someone right now that can't get out because of, everything that's going on. Guys, so this was, just a really good story. It means well. It has a really good theme, a very good message, which is what we talked about earlier. I hope that y'all enjoyed this. As I said before, feel free to rewind if you would like to look at a little bit more of those, those kind gestures that they were discussing in the book. If you like this video, please, give us some feedback, provide some comments below the video, talking about what you liked about the video, what you disliked about the video, what you took away from the video. You can easily search us on Facebook and YouTube at Boys and Girls Club of Brazoria County if you would like more content like this. Our Instagram handle is BGC Brazoria. If you make a video of your own, or you decide to read this story for yourself and you would like to video it, we ask that you use the hashtag BGC at home so that we can easily search it and see that y'all are enjoying the content that we're putting out. And I will see y'all next time. Peace. I just switched over from the voiceover now back to our live video, or I guess you could say that I flipped the switch.